My name is Ephraim Swilla. We have a company called the iNets company. And from that company, we have a product called the Shule Soft. Okay? So Shule Soft is a cloud-based school management platform. We started almost 3 years ago. And for now, we have more than 250 schools that are using this platform. See? But we have more than 140 customers. You will understand it later. Okay. So basically, Isaac called me and say, maybe you can talk something about how you grow customers and how do you grow revenue. I say, okay, maybe I will try, so that maybe I will teach someone maybe some few principles that you can apply in your business. You see, maybe you can learn from our mistakes or maybe our strengths. Then you can grow your business, right? Okay, I don't know how to start so that you can be with me. Okay, so basically, we started 2016 with no customer. And that's when Shule Soft started. At first, we used to do different projects for government and private institutions. Then later on, we stay as a team. We say, we need to build something that will help our community to move forward. So we sit together. We take almost, I think it's more than 8 hours. Just try to discuss and understand what exactly we can deliver in the market that can change our society. Really? So in 2016, we started with just a simple idea called a school management platform. We started with simple research, moving from private school to government schools, talking with teachers, parents, school owners, different kind of people who are involved in education sector, just to understand exactly what is the problem actually, you see? Where can we fit? Okay. So in 2016, I think on December, we approached one school called Canossa. I think most of you know it, that school. It is in Tegeta. We approached that school and we say, hey, we have this solution for you. We know it will help you to grow your school. What kind of challenge are you facing? And that madam says, we have a problem to prepare academic reports. Actually, we usually take more than 2 weeks to prepare these academic results. We have a problem also to communicate with parents. It is very difficult to reach parents and informing them about our progress in schools and things like that. And they also say, we have a problem to understand the statistics and evaluate our performance. We say, okay, fine. So we have this product. You can say, okay, maybe we can give you this software. You can try to use it, and then you will give us feedback. She said, yes, maybe you can try. So she gave us a try for more than 3 months. And within those 3 months, we do nothing apart from building the product based on what she said. You understand us? Yeah. So we started to customize their report. We started to understand how they work. We talk to their parents. We attend their board meeting. We do a lot of things about them. Try to understand how do they operate and what we can do as software engineers to solve their problem. So in 2017, on February, they say, this is the kind of thing that we need. This is the kind of product that we need. So let us sign a contract. So we signed a first contract in 2017 on February with one school called the Canossa High School. Then from there, we continue to build the product and build the team, because you cannot build the one without looking for others. See? Building the product and build the team. And for almost these 2 years now, or 3 years, we have grown our team and the schools and the customers. So now I can say we have more than 140 customers. Why? Maybe I can have a marker pen. Because someone understand. If you visit Atlas School, it is in Madale. Atlas schools, they've got nursery school, they've got primary school, they've got secondary schools. You see? But we have a customer. We say our customer is Atlas. You understand me? But Atlas has got 3 schools, right? So if you count the number of schools that are available in our database, you'll find there are 250 schools. You see? But if you find number of customers, we have more than 140 customers. I think some more I'm clear, right? So instead of talking a lot about me, please, just ask me some few questions, maybe 3 questions.
Actually, what problems are there in the school so you can solve them? So that one school gave you a solution for so many other schools. So in the first place, you didn't realize that these schools did have the same problem that you got from the teacher. Now you know, you scaled it up. Yeah. Did you guys apply any marketing, or did you follow the schools, or the schools heard from the school? What happened until you got to 140 plus customers, or 250 schools?
Perfect. I can explain. I don't know if we did marketing or not. Why? Because I think all of you are founders, right? Really? All of you are founders, right? So maybe I'll tell you something somewhat different, but it will help you. If you run a business, you actually need a result and nothing else. So the way you get the result, it just depends on your skills and the type of people that surround you. So basically, when we started with Canosa, they really appreciate our solution, and they say, hey, we will refer you to other schools because we have connection with other schools. They say, yeah, that is good. So within few weeks, that madam, she introduced us to more than 3 schools. And they all say yes, see? Then from those schools, we go to other schools, So most of these schools, they just tell each other, hey, we need Shule Soft. Most of them, they call us instead of us finding them, you see. Most of them. And even today, even yesterday, they still continue to call us. I think that's the model that we use. We don't know if it is really marketing. Actually, it's a type of marketing, right? Yes, another question.
So just to feel, so that was word of mouth.
Yes.
In terms of you guys, I have just a slight question on top of that.
Yes.
You don't have a competition in the market.
Oh.
Yes, and on top of that competition in the market, do you think probably that there might come some competition, and probably what should we plan ourselves in terms of, I think you understand the question.
Yeah, I understand very well. Basically, I don't think if you can build anything without competitor. Yes. Right, Nisha? You cannot build anything without competition. Even by the time we started, there are a number of schools management applications. If you can even search in Google. Even Canosa, they had a school management system, but they replaced it. Even St. Francis, they had a school management system, but they replaced. Most of these schools that we have now, they used to have school management systems. So there are competitors, and they're still coming. Some of them, they are really big, you see. Some of them, they are really big. They come with more money, with more skills, something like that. Really. But there is a way to build it, and what I can say is that I have a good team. That's all I can say, you see. I have a team that I can tell you, hey, do this thing. Whether you know or you don't know, we need result. And they actually did it. Okay. Maybe another question. Yes?
Thank you for sharing experience about your company. So Shule Soft came like a new product within a company, or was just like the way you do side hustle while you have a job, and then it became the main topic of the company, or it just happened accidentally, or can you explain about that?
Okay, it does not come accidentally, actually, and it's not a side hustle as well. Basically, what I say, our company is called iNet. So by the time we started straight from school, all of us in the team, you see. So we started at Buni. I think all of us know Buni Space, sir. So we used to be there doing our simple project, website, your mobile application, things like that, you see. So we continue to grow from that area. We get a number of tenders, PSPF, Umbrella, Engineering Registration Board, and different companies. We used to work with them. They give us these small tenders. I think all of us will know. Hey, build this software, build this. Then from that, we raise a small amount of capital. Not a huge capital, you see. A small amount of capital. Then from there, we say, hey, what are we going to do with this money that we have? Should we eat it? Should we buy cars? You see? Should we buy clothes? What should we do? Then we say we need to come up with a solution that will help our country. See? We need to come up with a solution that will help our country. So we start to figure out what are we going to do. And most of us, we are in the education sector. My mother is a teacher, you see. So most of us, we know about these struggles that continue in the education sector. And we say, okay, there are many sectors in Tanzania, but education is somehow left behind. Most of the software that are in the education sector, they are actually not from Tanzania. People, they just download it, customize, and sell to schools. They actually don't solve the actual problem that we know from the ground, you see? So we started there with a simple research. We have to understand, you need to understand actually. You cannot just sit and say, okay, we'll build this thing without understanding, is this a problem? Because my problem is not your problem, right? So we need to understand, is this a real problem? That's why we started with a simple research to analyze. Then after that, we build a product and up to this stage, right? Perfect. Another question? Yes?
Hi, my name is Johnson.
Yes.
In addition to what he asked, I want to go back to your introduction. Are you the owner of the company or the co-founder of the company? I just want to ask a certain question. I just want to know that.
Yes.
You're the co-founder.
Yes.
What is your professional skill set? Are you a programmer, computer engineering, or
By professional, I'm a telecom engineer.
telecom engineering?
Yes.
So, okay, I just want to know, how did you come up with the team that you have now? Because I'm asking you because I'm in a stage where I'm trying to find a certain team for my product, and then to move to another stage. The issue is like the skill set, your team, and then to move to where you are right now. And another question is, what is the model, the revenue model of your product? Is it like a recurring revenue model or just one-time purchase model? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. How do you build a team, right?
Yeah.
Because team is the one that build the product, and the product bring customers, right?
Yeah.
So it's a very good question. Basically, I can say, when you start to do something, we have learned some of the principles that really help us how to go through these challenges. When you start to build something, first of all, you don't have to consider any problem, you see, or any mistakes. So this is how we started. In 2014, after graduation, you see, I sit down with one of my friends, and I say, hey, what are we going to do after graduation? And he said, I don't know. Then I say, I think we can do something. What is it? Initially, there was a certain project called what? It was called, this organization called Tume Maoni ya Katiba. I think it was just a simple project that was being started. And those people, they need a software to collect information and analyze. This is Maoni ya Katiba by that time. So we approached some of the guys there and said, hey, we can build a software that can help you to analyze. And they say, okay, you can try. So we sit down with my friend and develop that software, present to them, and say, that is good software. They like it, and they give us money. See? From that point, we go to form a company. After forming a company, then I say, okay, we need to have other people because we don't have skills to master everything. We don't know accounting, we don't know finance, we don't know a lot of stuff, we don't know legal, things like that. So at first, I used to ask my friend, hey, do you know someone that can assist us in accounting things or in business things or in these things, you see. So we get recommendation from different people, but we also have grounds. What kind of people do we need, you see? Just because you graduate accounting and finance, I cannot just pick you, you see. You need to understand people with similar, maybe a little bit similar nature with you. Maybe they can think the way you think, you see. And maybe they can understand you even without explaining too much about something, you see. So we started there, building a team, and we continue to add little by little by little. I think that somehow helped you.
Yeah.
Great. The second question you ask about revenue model.
Yeah.
Most of these things we figure out on the way. But you have to figure things out because you don't have to know everything in order to do something. You see? So with the Shule Soft, I remember by the time we started, we come up with this revenue model. We say, hey, we'll approach a school and we'll link this software with banks, then we'll just charge transaction fee. That was the initial revenue model, you see? And we say we'll take maybe 2% from transaction fee. And all schools say no, you see? That was during the research side. All they say, no, we don't need this thing, we cannot pay you. Then we say maybe we'll sell this software. So we put a margin, maybe 2 million, maybe 3 millions. All schools say no. You see? But another model comes, we say, okay, we need to make this thing sustainable. We need to grow this thing, not only just build a software and just leave it to a school. Then we come up with subscription business model. And that thing sounds very interesting, you see? So the business model that we are working now is subscription business model. Schools pay us per student per year. And that's how we fund our operation. Perfect. Maybe another question?
Sorry, just a simple question. Is Shule Soft an ERP solution?
I don't know, my friend. Why I say like that? You know, some of these terminology, they usually confuse us. Believe me. They can confuse you in such a way that you don't know, what should I do? Is this an MVP? Is this a CRM? Is this a ERP? You see? But we don't want to know those stuffs for now. The main focus is to build a product that will solve problems. Then later on, you just define it. Okay, I think I'm clear somehow, right? Yeah, maybe we can have a chat outside. Yes.
Grabbing from your story, thank you. Yeah?
Mm.
Grabbing from your story in terms of you started from school, you picked your friends, people that you have the same mindset in terms of, I think in the sense of belief, people you've grown with, so you know each other properly, and you've been in the hustle phase, in coding and all that, looking for various products. Maybe this will work, that will work. So you've seen so many of other peers doing the same thing. Or maybe you can go at Buni right now and look at someone and say, hey, I know where you are. I've been there or I've done that.
Sure.
In that perspective. Where do you think is the basic of all mistakes that we who build products sit on? Where and what can you tell us in terms of moving out of that from your history?
Wow, that's a very challenging question and interesting. I can explain like this. By the time we start this thing called coding, you know, most programmers, we are really interested on building something without knowing the end product. How will it be, what kind of problem, how big is the software that I'm building, what kind of, something like that. Most of us, we are interested to sit down and build something, you see? But we are not interested to go out and meet people with a problem and understand exactly what do they need, you see? That's a very big challenge, because at first, if you get a chance to analyze the Shule Soft, it's not a simple software, my friend. It's not a simple software. It's a big software, you see? Number of cores, number of modules. So at first, we try to solve as many problems as we can. But in the operational side, you'll find that schools are not using 100% of it. Because maybe our skills outgrown them. I don't know how can I explain this. You know, in schools, maybe I can put it in a simple way, like this. You know your grandmother, you see, and you know your mother. Maybe she don't know how to use this smartphone effectively as you are. If you say, hey, mother, can you send me just your WhatsApp location? They will struggle. But it is very simple for you, right? I think that's the same myth that we programmers are working on, because we think maybe it is just easier for me to refresh a browser, then everyone know how to refresh a browser. Yeah. You see? So that was our problem before, and at least for now, I say we have tried to overcome it. So we involved most of our team. You have to know customer, you have to meet customer, you have to discuss with customers, you see? I don't care, maybe you are engineer or you are programmer, you are database specialist, you are what, but all of us, we need to know our customers so that we can build something they will easily understand and digest and move with it, you see? Maybe in a point of addition, you cannot do anything alone. That is quite impossible. Though you can believe that I can do this, right? So, another area that I think has been helped us a lot, we have partners, you see. And these partners, they continue to give us strength and energy. You see, when people believe on you, you just get more strength, you see. So, for example, for now, we have more than 7 banks that really want to work with us, you see. Some of them, they come from abroad just to visit us. They say, hey, we need to understand you guys. Maybe you can take this product to our country, things like that. So that thing gives us strength that we say, okay, maybe we are solving something interesting, you see? So for you founders, for you programmers, I think the best thing that you can do is to stay with customers and understand how they think, not only what they do, no, how they think and perceive, so that we can build something which will solve their problem. I think I'm clear, right? Yeah. You have a question?
I'm Maria Teresa, and my question is, how big is your team, and how far do you want to go in terms of scalability of your solution, but also growth in terms of the customers that you're reaching?
Yeah, that's also interesting. How big is my team? I don't know how to explain this. In my company for now, we have 13 full-time employees. So only 13. But when you talk about a team, it does not mean the people that you employ, you see. Team including your mentors, your advisors, you see. Even some of our customers, we term them as part of the team. Because what they say a lot about what we can do, you see. So it's big. And you say, what is our roadmap, right? Basically for Shule Soft, it is just starting. We are really in the early stage. Because from the project plan that we have, maybe we cover more, about 20% or 30% of what we want to do, you see. In Tanzania, we have about 2,800 schools.